Hi, Dr. Cacerio. I'm Sarah Nelson. I'm the Doctor of Physical Therapy. Thanks for meeting with me today. Here's a copy of my resume.
Thank you.
I also just wanted to say that before I came in, I was looking at your Facebook page, and I just love how interactive it is and up-to-date it is. I think that's great for the parents and anyone who's interested in coming to this program.
Awesome. I'm so glad you saw that. Yeah, we've been really working hard to keep that up. So Sarah, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I'm a recent graduate of Ithaca College. During my undergraduate years, I was coaching minor. I was also a part of the women's swim team there. I ran a swim program for teaching swim lessons to any age of child or adult. We also had a couple of children who had developmental disabilities that we worked with as well. I also participated in the aquatic therapy program there for a semester, so I have experience with aquatic therapy. I have a lot of experience dealing with parents because I work in the office while I was an undergraduate at the swim office, so I have a lot of experience just dealing with all types of parents.
That's great. Yep. So can you tell me a little bit about your strengths and weaknesses?
I'm very goal-oriented. I have a lot of time management that I've had to deal with during my undergraduate years and graduate years. I also plan really well. I feel like I have a great connection with children. I always am upbeat around them, regardless of what's going on around me in my life. I feel like children bring a smile to your face, and there's no way you can be upset around them. So I feel like I have a really good connection with children.
That's great.
For my weaknesses, I get very attached to children, so I think it's a little bit harder for me to let them move on when they don't need therapy anymore. So I think that's a very big weakness of mine.
Yeah, that's great, though. So what interests you about this job?
I just love that you have the clinic and you also have out in the community involvement. I love that we get to work in all different types of setting. You're not just stuck in the clinic all day, and you're not just stuck in a school all day. You get to move around. You get to work with all different types of kids and different types of setting. I just love that.
Yeah. So what different experiences have you had that you think prepare you for this job?
I grew up around kids. I've always been around kids, so I'm very comfortable with kids. I also, during my summers, I've volunteered at a pediatric physical therapy clinic. So I've had some experience working with kids with developmental disabilities.
That's great. That sounds awesome. So where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years?
In 3 to 5 years, I hope to be a certified board specialist of pediatrics. I also hope to be able to go to some continuing education courses on kinesiotaping and neurodevelopmental treatment.
Great. It sounds like you really know what you want to do out there. So do you have any questions specifically for us?
I do. I just was wondering if there's some therapists that are mostly based in the clinic versus out in the community, or if it's pretty even and you just go back and forth for every physician.
Yeah, so it'll just depend on the therapist. So we let our therapists kind of make their own schedule as to how many hours they want to do in clinic and how many hours they want to do out in the community. Of course, it also does depend too on what our clients need and what our patients need. So sometimes we have more patients in clinic, sometimes we have more patients out of the clinic. But again, we kind of allow our therapists to make that decision. Some work only in the clinic, some work only outside, and most of them do both, going back and forth.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you so much.
Great. It was so nice to meet you.
Thank you. Do you have a business card?
Yes, I do.
Thank you so much.
No problem.